You can order the outer tie rods used in the video on CarParts.com via the link in the description. Turn your engine off and set the parking brake. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels. To be able to change the tie rod ends on your vehicle, you need to remove the wheels to gain complete access to the steering system. Lift the front of your vehicle. Place the vehicle on the jack stands. We strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Honda Accord safely before carrying out this step. Don't forget to put the wheels under the vehicle. Turn the brake disc inward to make this operation easier. You can now see the outer tie rod. The components to be removed are very often seized up, so don't hesitate to brush and to use penetrating oil to make removal easier. With a marker, trace a line between the inner tie rod and the outer tie rod. This will be useful later on during its assembly and disassembly. With a 24mm wrench, loosen the lock nut on the outer tie rod. Hold the inner tie rod with a 19mm wrench to prevent it from turning. The lock nut is there to prevent any rotation of the two parts towards each other, which could have an impact on the wheel alignment of your vehicle. Remove the key from the castellated nut of the outer tie rod with the screwdriver and pliers. Using a wire brush, brush the castellated nut and spray it with penetrating oil. Using a 17mm wrench, unscrew the outer tie rod holding nut. If you do not have a ball joint puller, a tool specifically designed for this task, take a hammer and hit the knuckle. The ball joint should come out of the knuckle. Hey, it's Alex from CarParts.com. If you enjoyed this video and want to support us, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, back to work. Unscrew the outer tie rod and remove it. Use the markings made with the marker to return the lock nut to its original position. Then, measure the distance between the lock nut and the end of the inner tie rod using a caliper. In any case, a wheel alignment check will have to be carried out by a professional soon after having performed this operation. Remove the lock nut from the inner tie rod. You can order the outer tie rods used in the video on CarParts.com via the link in the description. Take the new outer tie rod and unscrew the lock nut supplied with it. Screw the lock nut back on until the distance measured with the caliper is reached. Put the outer tie rod back in place until it touches the lock nut. Use a 14mm wrench to rotate the inner tie rod in order to replace the outer tie rod in the correct position. Using a wire brush, scrub the knuckle, then apply silicone grease to the flat part that will be in contact with the sleeve of the outer tie rod. Do not grease the inside of the cone. Put the outer tie rod back in place in the knuckle. Put the castellated nut supplied with the new part in place. And tighten it using a 17mm wrench. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Take the key and fit it into the castle nut. You can now bend the key. Finish tightening the lock nut using a 22mm wrench by holding the outer tie rod still with the help of a 19mm wrench to avoid damaging the tie rod. Then you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. During this operation, you will work on the steering system of your vehicle. A professional alignment check should be performed to ensure that your steering system is once again perfectly adjusted and functioning. Put the car back on the ground and block the wheels properly. Operation complete.